Alright, so this is part two of my previous vlog about child abuse or abuse in general. But yeah, I remember back when I was little, I used to get abused when I was living with my mom. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but it was more than just like, smack on the head to teach me a lesson. Like, my mom she wanted to inflict serious pain, and like she would do stuff beyond that just to show, just to kind of, I don't know what her justification was for it or what she was trying to do or whatever, but yeah, it got to the point where my health was at risk and everything and all that stuff. But I think kind of what stemmed from all that was the fact that my mom, some of the guys that she had been dating were abusive to her, and I bared witness to a lot of that. I remember very vividly a dude beating on my mom and everything. She had bruises and everything like that. So maybe that situation, along with the abuse that my mom inflicted, was some kind of correlation. But there's some kind of correlation between the two. I don't really know. But I remember a lot of people back when that, remember that Chris Brown and Rihanna not scandal, but that whole ordeal thing that happened. And I remember Chris Brown went in an interview and he stated that he grew up in a very abusive household where he witnessed his mom getting abused and everything, and as a result, I guess it kind of transcended onto him, and he was kind of influenced by that behavior, and thus that Rihanna beating occurred, right? So, maybe there is some kind of correlation. I don't know. But in saying that, I remember a long time ago when I was dating one of my ex-girlfriends, we got into this like heated argument, and it was out in public. We were at a restaurant. We went outside. People were watching us, and we were fully arguing. I remember what the argument was, but I'll spare you guys the details and just get to the point. I was getting really, really angry, really, really pissed off. And I remember I got in her face a little bit. I just moved in, right? And we were arguing, yelling back and forth or whatever like that. And as soon as I got into her face, she looked at me and she was just like, What are you going to do? Are you going to hit me now? But it wasn't like, like some girls, they'd be like, they give you attitude. They'd be like, oh, what, you going to hit me, nigga? No, she was kind of standoffish. And she was like, what, are you going to hit me now? But she was actually afraid. She was scared, right? And I knew, she kind of knew my background with my mom and everything a little bit, because I had told her. But when she had said that to me, it shocked the hell out of me, and I actually got really scared. I got really nervous, and not because she was drawing attention or whatever like that, but just the fact that she had said that, because it hurt me emotionally, because that wasn't even going through my mind. I had no intention of putting my hands on her, and in fact, I would never put my hands on her. I didn't even. I was angry, and I did get in her face, but I did not. It was just when she said that, I was kind of just like, wow, and I backed off, and I was just like, oh shit, what am I doing right now? You know what I mean? And it scared the hell out of me, and it kind of scared her too, and I remember I just I almost was like, wow, I was trying to fight back tears, because I was just like, shit, how did this happen? I didn't want her to view me in that. I didn't want her to view me in that way and everything. And the fact of the matter is, I've only ever hit, literally punched someone in the face one time in my entire life. When you're a little kid, you get into little scuffles and stuff like that, but it's soft shit. You push me, I push you back, kind of thing like that. It doesn't really progress anywhere. Maybe you grab on the ground a little bit and, strangle each other until someone was like, and he taps out. But other than that, like, it never really gets, any, like, you never really engage in fists or anything, Alex. But I only ever hit one person one time in my entire life, and it was kind of more so out of self-defense. It wasn't a matter of me losing my cool or whatever. I blogged about it anyway, so if any of you guys want to watch the story of what happened, I'm not going to talk about it now, but it'll be in an annotation here or posted down below. But yeah, and that's the thing, like, and like with that whole, I reflected back on that whole Chris Brown thing, and like how like he was saying how like his excuse was, oh yeah, I grew up in an abusive environment, and I witnessed my mom getting beat, and so I guess that's the cause of it or whatever. And I remember a lot of people were saying, okay, well that's accurate because statistically speaking, people who grew up in abusive households, that often transcends into their own personal life when they get older and everything. And for me, I really hope that's not the case. I mean, I can't say for sure. I mean, I've never, like I said, I never imagined hitting anybody in my life. Even when I'm what's it called? When I'm sparring in Muay Thai or whatever like that. Like my instructor always like yells at me because he's just like, he's like, AJ, you're too defensive. You like fight back. You know what I mean? Like he's like, you're good, but like you can't always be defensive or else you're never gonna win. You know what I mean? Because like, I'll defend the fuck out of myself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hit me, guy. I'm too fast. I'm too quick. But I don't throw as many punches back because like I don't really want to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? I want to learn how to like defend myself, but I'm always just like that Will Smith thing, like I don't know, man. Like I don't like hitting people unless I absolutely have to. If my life is in danger, I will lay you out. But otherwise, it's hard for me to break out of that psychological hardwiring where it's just like, okay, hit this motherfucker. He was just talking shit, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. So I don't know, right? But for me, like thinking about like having a wife and kids and stuff like that. I mean, these are people that I'm gonna not grow to love. I'm obviously gonna love them right off the bat, but fucking, you know what I mean. But I mean, yeah, like these are people that I love, right? And to even like have it cross my mind to be like, oh, I'm gonna hit these people, you know what I mean? People that I love, like I just can't fathom that. I just couldn't. I don't understand what would drive somebody to abuse someone that they love, like especially your kids, man. Like your kids, you know what I mean? Like they don't know any better, and like if your kids are fucked up, then that's on you. That's your fault. You know what I mean? If your kids are doing drugs and like robbing people and acting all like whatever, that's your fault for neglecting them. And the problem is like I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but a lot of the problems like like people, you always hear parents complain, oh yeah, my kid is this and my kid is that. It's because you're fucking up as a parent. Don't blame the kid. Like the problem is parents are letting their kids be raised by television. Television is the worst teacher out there for your kids. You know what I mean? If you want your kids to grow up proper, grow up with well manners, then you have to take responsibility for that and be a parent to those kids. Don't let fucking Snooki and what the fuck is that other guy's name? The Situation raise your kids. The fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? And then you're gonna turn around and when they're disobedient or whatever, you're gonna beat the shit out of them? Man, fuck you. Fuck all parents who like abuse their kids and do all that stupid shit, man. That's fucking terrible, man. It's terrible. It's disgusting. And that video that I watched just a while ago is horrible. And I hope, I'm glad. First of all, fuck the person who was filming that shit. I don't know. I don't understand what she was saying, but why the fuck were you sitting there filming that and not doing something? Put down the fucking camera and pick up a phone and call someone. What the hell is wrong with these people? Oh yeah, this is going to get YouTube views, or I'm going to show this to everybody. Ha ha, it's funny. Fucking stupid people out there, man. That's all I got to say about that shit, man. Anyway, watch the video. It's here again in the annotation, and let me know what you think about it. Speak on it. Share it with your friends. Let the people know. And yeah, peace. and I'm out.